Donald Trump is not funny. And if all of you people that support Donald Trump are thinking he's funny, your sense of humor is going to be put in check. But also, like, aren't you just the tiniest bit scared? Like, for real, what if he was actually able to run again? Which, I don't think he's allowed to run again. Like, what if? I mean, he's getting to do what he wants. There's just no guardrails anymore, man. Like, what if? Do you think, like, if he wasn't president, your businesses would tank like he claims? He's trying to get you guys to realize that you need to depend on him. He's done nothing. And if you haven't felt the effects yet, the word is yet. We got to get this man out of office. Like, we got to cream the Republicans this year in the elections. We got to get them out, because this is just bullshit.
Hey, how was your night?
Great night.
You were the star of the show for a second.
How was I the star of the show?
You got a call out, bro. I saw you on C-SPAN there.
I wish I had a mic.
I know.
I should just bring my own mic everywhere that I go.
Well, tell me, what did you say? Was he asking who's the most transparent president ever? Is that the question he asked?
Yes, and I was asking him if I should stand up, because earlier in the night he had told me that I should stand up, and I didn't.
What's your answer to the question?
Well, my answer would have been that I am happy that Donald Trump, unlike the last president, never called me a stupid son of a
Right, gotcha.
President Donald Trump gave a speech here at the White House Correspondents' Dinner for the first time as a sitting president, but he didn't exactly command the room. The president attacked familiar foes, reporters, including several from CNN, J.B. Pritzker, Joe Biden, as highly critical of Trump and his administration. We do expect to see him back on a similar stage during the remarks Trump vowed to attend the dinner when it takes place next year.
Caitlin, do you mind telling us real quick if you have a reaction on what the president said about you during the speech?
Okay. Is your closet next to you?
Do you think Trump went too far, Caitlin, with that joke?
Yes, like you can see here, Democrats cry on social media because the president make a joke like he's going to run again. And if you clearly see that, you will realize that was just a joke. But the way they are taking it, I don't know what exactly to actually expect from these people. Now, looking at this other joke the president made about Kathleen Cullen, a lot of people are taking it too personal. Until CNN had to do a whole segment on that the president compared Kathleen Cullen to Dylan. For a very long time, I've been seeing the president saying, why is it that this lady never smiles? She can't even laugh. That has been a question that I've seen him ask several times. Before we proceed with this video, I posted this few hours ago. At some point, I had to delete the video because I don't know what exactly is happening.
This is not a joke. Donald Trump stated he is running for president in 2028. He is on video saying it. He just said it tonight. I'm going to show you the video. But all I got to say about this is if the Constitution doesn't matter anymore, then Mamdani, you should run for president against him.
This was a scaled-down dinner with many of the members of the president's cabinet not in attendance. The First Lady was not there. It was also the first time President Trump ever attended the White House Correspondents' Dinner as president. With us now, CNN's chief media analyst, Brian Stelter. Stelter, good morning to you. My question here is anybody surprised? Is anybody who was there surprised by what he said? Any surprise at the reaction that it received in the room? I mean, if you were to ask AI, how's the White House Correspondents' Dinner going to go? This is probably what you'd get back.
Well, a couple of things about that. You know, Trump did flop, and he knew he was flopping in real time, and he tried to joke his way out of how badly it was going, and even that failed, too. So he was widely ridiculed for that afterward. And no, that's not surprising. You know, he is not known for his comedy routines. But I would say if you don't watch a Trump speech very often, this was surprising because it was so underwhelming. There was so much weaving and rambling going on. And, he doesn't hold many rallies anymore, so we don't get to see these hour-long kind of rambles anymore. So I think if you would come into this kind of not paying attention for a while, it was newly surprising just how much he digressed, talking at length about his White House ballroom, talking about his history as a hotel operator. Some of those sort of bobs and weaves were somewhat surprising. Here was my big takeaway, though, Victor. The president, he wants to be lots of things, but he never wants to be boring. And this speech was boring. Attendees, as they were leaving the ballroom, they were struck by how dull, how tiresome it was, how it was a snooze fest. And that is probably embarrassing for the president. Yes, he was criticizing late night comics, who he detests, but it's kind of hard to be one of those late night comics getting up there making jokes and making sure they land. So that was interesting to see him in an unusual position that he's not usually in. The more resentful and recycled his speech got, the more the audience seemed to tune it out. And yes, some of his remarks were vicious, as Caroline Levitt said they would be.
Exactly what Trump wanted, and it is going just the way he liked it. Yeah, say some kind of things, these people pick up, start talking about him, their ratings go up. He made it clear, if you want your ratings to stay, then I should be there for the full term. And they are carrying the news now everywhere. This is what he wanted. They do this every time when Trump says something, knowing fully well that no, Trump will not do this. But if you see how the mainstream media is picking this up, he says something contrary. If you take a look at this, you can clearly see these are people who write his speeches every single day against Trump, talk any kind of things, and he's there shaking their hands. Look at his reactions. Nobody can actually do this. That's why copying Trump, sometimes you can't really be able to go to this extent. People they don't like you, but every single time you sit with them, have conversations, they take awards on your name, and you still feel free to share. This is amazing. I don't know. People might say all kind of things about Trump, but this is something that I've not seen. Nobody can do this.
If you're one of these people, and there's many in this country who watched that and was disappointed the president... See, they're laughing at that. You're not a good person. Or a smart person. But definitely not a good person. I was reading this in your paper, interview with Governor Pritzker of Illinois, and they asked him, well, what does the next president have to be? And he said, good, decent, and kind, which who can disagree with that? And certainly Trump has often not been good, decent.
Yes, there is something I really want to address, and it troubles me every single day. A lot of people keep asking, why is it that your channel is getting low views? I don't know what is going on with this YouTube channel. For some time now, they don't pick up videos for recommendations, and it has been happening for almost a month. It was discouraging for me to even put videos here again, but I just decided I have to continue. Even a single person is watching me, it should not be a limiting factor, and I want to appreciate people who share out the videos, who heap up the videos. God bless you abundantly. I think I'm going to end here. Never stop supporting me. So the short clip you see at the end, that's what everything. You can always skip.
Why is it so important to you to be loud and proud about your convictions?
I want to live a life that feels meaningful to me, and I think that means speaking my truth.
With Donald Trump. Steve Schmidt, who's a political strategist and work.
We're live on MS All right, add a zero to it if you need to.
150th anniversary.
Monday night gave the president and his acolytes an opportunity where the gladiator's god was praised for his
80th birthday.
When you come for the rest. 6-1 underdog. How good does this feel?
Never do this again.
Went under to jurors, but it was shown.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. So with all eyes on California, you can see exactly what's happening.
It was on here in the Golden State.
In 39 days, we will know the winner.
Towards me is a Democrat.
Encouraged in California. Now you realize people everywhere in America make fun of people.
And so this is my life.
Where's the fruit to figure out what happened?
Let me tell you where.
That said,